At least 3 Israelis now at this point have been killed, several hurt in a serious condition from a combination stabbing and car ramming attack in and around the West Bank city of Ariel, again perpetrated just in the last hours. But there's more to this than just stabbing and car ramming. According to the account, the Palestinian terrorist stabbed a security guard and another person near the entrance to the city's industrial park, then went on to stab 2 additional bystanders at a nearby gas station, all before fleeing in a stolen vehicle. It did not end there. The terrorist then appears to have sought maximum death and destruction, crashing deliberately into other cars on the busy Route 5 highway, getting out, stabbing another person, before stealing yet another vehicle, crashing into more cars on this highway. This time, though, he got out to stab even more civilians. A soldier and other armed civilians nearby were able to shoot him. At this point, he's been described as neutralized at the scene. We go to our correspondent, Ariel Oseran, who's there nearby where this attack began, as far as I understand. Ariel, this is an astoundingly violent, appears to be rage-filled incident. Not new, unfortunately, for us or for that region, but a blow nonetheless. Can you tell us the status of those fighting for their lives in the hospital right now?
Right, David. So there are still 3 Israelis in hospital in Beilinson Hospital being treated. 2 are in severe condition with wounds to the chest, a third with wounds to the neck. 2 of them are currently in the operating room. But if our cameraman Roy, we chose this spot because this gives a perfect vantage point as to the whole chain of events that occurred today. Now, actually, this moment there appears to be some high-level dignitary arriving at the scene. We will learn more about that in the coming minutes. But let's start off on right near the entrance to the industrial zone in Ariel. That's where the terrorist, 19-year-old Muhammad Murad from the village of Saleh near Ariel, just a few minutes away from
neighboring
here.
Town, yeah.
He began his attack, neighboring town, at just before 9:30. Began his killing spree, his rampage at the entrance to the industrial zone, stabbing and wounding 2 people. One of those people died at that scene. He then continued to a nearby gas station, the number 10 gas station. You can see the logo on just near that big gray building over there. There he stabs 2 more people. One of them died of his wounds. The terrorist from there steals a car and begins his attempt to flee. Now, what you can see now is a massive traffic jam caused by the prolonged closure of this route, Route 5, one of the main routes of the West Bank. But when this happened, the traffic wasn't as bad, and he, in fact, while he was fleeing, he took a left to the direction where these trucks are coming from, basically driving against traffic. We actually saw driving up to here the car, and the body of the terrorist was still on the side of the road. And there he committed an intentional ramming. From that ramming, one person, another Israeli, was killed, and then his car incapacitated. He tried to flee by foot and was shot and killed by an IDF soldier who was in the vicinity. All this taking around 15 to 20 minutes, according to different sources, showing the wide scope of this killing spree that occurred this morning here near the industrial zone of Ariel.
Yeah, that is a long spate of terror right around that region where you are here, Ariel, describing the complexity, the multi-layers and multi-incidents that went into this. Ariel Oseran, thanks for giving us a good look at that scene and that description.